There we go. Hey guys, Jira bro back with another video. What we've been facing as Scrum Masters, Product Managers, Project Managers were all of the deadlines. And when it comes to deadlines, not only the problems are actually deadlines, but the blockers. Constantly dealing with blockers is, well, something that is like a daily job, especially for these Scrum Masters. And the thing in Jira that was kind of always missing is this functionality where you can have a clear overview of the issues that are being blocked and the issues that are blocking other issues. Usually you would actually have to go through the tickets in order to actually find this, and it takes a lot of time. Luckily, there is an app that solves this problem, and this app is called the Dependency Tracker. So let me show you how the Dependency Tracker is actually working. All right, just a sec. All right, so Dependency Tracker is all about tracking the dependencies or the linked issues themselves that are having these two dependencies. One is blocked by, the another one is blocks. And Dependency Tracker actually can work either through the JQL search, or it can actually work through the saved filters. So in today's video, I'm going to demonstrate how this actually works with the JQL. So in here, I already have some issues in here that are actually linked to each other, and they're in a specific way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the dependency tracker. And within the dependency tracker, I'm actually going to look through this project. I'm going to go for the JQL search. Just copy and paste it. And this is what we're actually having in here. So first of all, we can actually see what the priority is, what is the issue type, what is the issue key, what is the summary. All of that is good. But what we're actually mostly interested is this column right here that is blocked by. So it means that basically this issue right here is blocked by two issues in here. This one that has been stricken through means that this issue has actually been done. The interesting part is when I actually click on this, I can also see more dependencies in here. So I can actually see that this issue right here that is actually done was actually blocked by this can1 and cm1 issues in here. And as you can see, they're not being stricken through, which actually means that the users are still working on it. And that is not all, because what you can also do is you can make some comments in here, and I can say, hi, please check con2. And what is actually pretty good is that when this project actually has been created, you can go to this issue right here, and this will indeed appear within the comments. So when you actually go, you can see that I have written where it actually says, hi, please check can2, which is a great thing. Okay. The another thing that I wanted to show you is you can exclude the tickets with no blockers. As you can see, there's this one, and exclude the tickets with no active blockers as well. So both of them are actually showing in here because one has been solved, but it's actually being blocked by the other issues as well. So that is another thing that you can actually take in mind. You can save this, and you can make this as a report, and I can make this visibility to be private, to be public, and I can say company managed project blocked issues. And when I actually click on submit here, I can browse this part as well in here, which is a great thing. And meaning that anyone who accesses this app within your instance, because you're actually installing the application that will work on your instance, it means that anyone will be able to go through this public part right here, and they will be able to actually look through this. Now, this really doesn't apply if a certain user doesn't have the permissions to actually view this project. So it doesn't apply for that. So the another thing that you can actually look through is if some of the issues are blocking the other issues. So it seems that there was this one that was actually doing the blocker, and then we're having that this one now blocks this issue right here, and you can really expand more and more, so you can actually create this tree kind of structure of the dependencies. Also, you also have the option to export this into the CSV. So yeah, that is the another part. And basically there you go. That is everything that you needed to know about the dependency tracker. One more thing that I want to mention is that there is a promo code that I will include in the description, and also I will be including the link of this app that you can download on your instance and actually try it and see how it works for you. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.